we are talking about Ngor Okpala. And the person Ngor Okpala do a topic. We Evangelist Eziokwu Zion ministry. That is why we are talking about Ngor Okpala today. So I want to use today, being Evangelist Eziokwu's birthday and Engineer CC Obi's birthday, to talk to our brother, Mr. Governor Eziokwu, for different reasons. My attention was drawn to a particular video where Governor Eziokwu spoke about me or him showing me a proof to confirm that na Ngor Okpala na the Zion trespassing at that land. A proof to show me that Nifo Ninku Basala and Ngor Okpala not right, but for reasons best known to me, I'm actually cool about it, or I'm actually got people about it. The other go now. Mr. Governor Ekuboni for before. The other go actually me ku much. Basalo, the native doctor, who cousin here, because that is not why I am here. Fabian Chika Ezugo, you are welcome, mana. Ishono macho. Ishowano macho. They post home video on a page in the whole of today. I did not even post much. The whole of yesterday. I posted a little 3 days ago. Fabian Chika. Ishowano macho. Same Ezugo nki post bo video. Udabuko. Ishowano macho. Vanessa, you are welcome back. Ezugo, you are welcome. Okay. And we can only just shock you welcome one at the life. You may not notice that Namon or a little bit offline. So, as I was saying, now, this, if I'm not mistaken, this video many people draw my attention to. In fact, when somebody told me na my inbox that Ezugo, na Governor Eziokwu called them out, or that Governor Eziokwu did a video. Let me get that. Let me read out that particular chat. At least I will not mention the name of that person. But let me read out that particular chat. Why is it not driver? Share this video. Share this video. Ushe Zion, I greet you. Amaka Nwari, Fabian Chika, Mega, she say, informally here and mom, I greet you. Share this video because this video, this broadcast is very, very important. You see that this thing? Okay. Let me try this one. Let me try this one, perhaps. Okay. Onya Seremo, good evening, sir. Hope you heard what Governor Eziokwu said about you. You say, what did he say? Brief me. Awesome. He said that you know that Ngor Okpala Zion ground belongs to them, and he proved that to you, and you never come out to say it. He said it on the video, and a lot of people had drawn my attention to that particular video. Now, Mr. Governor Eziokwu Mebuna video before, he said similar something. I saw that one. I think I saw another one. For reasons best known to me, I decided not to talk about it. For reasons best known to me. But now, I think it will be the best time to analyze that matter. I think it will be the best time to analyze that matter. Now, the reason Patalomeji he discussed about it after Governor Eziokwu gave him some documents and all that. I choose not to talk about it because Ashorozimi build more tension around him. You other go like for 1 second I wanted now to shift the narrative as if I am talking to the whole people of Ngor Okpala. You other go Ashoromi mezie ko ka ya say no Governor Eziokwu's affair. You other because if I come out to analyze it, it will look like I am making it to be like this is his affair, and people will now start again. And now abusing and all that. That is the reason I didn't want to talk about it. Now, but Governor Eziokwu always making reference to that. Or do say I say na mo follow a prove go say that na who find way no brother your way, and na mo decide na my Eziokwu about it. Now I am going to bring that particular document. That particular document, I have reached out to where I kept it. I am going to bring that particular document, and tomorrow or next, if I lay my hand on it tomorrow or next, I am going to analyze it line by line. But look at the take home from that document. As a reference, we made video bolone. Now only they pay attention. You will hear how many times I have said something like this. That's my number one. Mostly that few families, I said this now the last video about this particular Ngor Okpala land dispute or that. I think I did that video about maybe 1 week plus ago. I said, in that video after Hamishano that demonstration, the day I addressed that particular native doctor from Ngor Okpala, we made a video where say that few families from one autonomous community cannot be speaking the mind of the whole people of Ngor Okpala. Make it up, if I'm not mistaken, 6 autonomous communities. And out of these 6 autonomous communities, if I'm not mistaken, I think Obrosis autonomous community can really make a mistake. But one thing I know is that 5 autonomous communities with Anafa Balonadat Gwando land. 5 autonomous communities with Anafa Balo Nadat Gwando land. We say that few families cannot be speaking the mind of the entire people of the other 4 stroke their own autonomous community, or only few families. Now I am going to analyze that document tomorrow or next, so that people will see exactly that I have not been wrong in whatever I have been saying. That document does not prove anything, and I am going to prove it by analyzing the documents, holding it right in my hand. I can assure you that it is only few families who, for obvious reasons, maybe because na anadiasigalono hafilo nambe government have in partnership with government that land is more like no water, nothing. But now that Ana Galagolono, they decided to come together, just few communities from 2 autonomous community, few families, about 3, 4 or 5 families, or about 6 families or 5 families. About 5 or 6 families from 2 autonomous community who have constituted this number that can be speaking for the whole other 4 communities, including their own, or just minority from that into autonomous community. Last time I made a video about that demonstration, I said that no only gelonte that demonstration they introduced somewhere, you will find out that about 90% of the people that spoke they are from Ntu autonomous community. Onye kpọkwa afọ ọsị no si from Ntu autonomous community. Onye kpọkwa afọ ọsị no si from Ntu autonomous community. Now, mgbe gbasịrị na about 2 people ndị ọzọ or 3 kwụziri na ha si from amaala abi kelafa this one amaala or kelafa ebe a. Now those people who just ka e wee mejuo number that those people may not even have a single plot of land in that Gbado land. Because how can a normal demonstration may represent the interest of Nnewi? You want people who see from number 1, Otolo, Nnewish, Umudin, and Uruago. How you way represent her? Now, Otolo we PG, Uruago we PG, Nnewish we PG. Umudin were PG. Their PG supposedly represented. And when Nzukora Nnewi must be represented. Then that is when you know that you are speaking on behalf of Nnewi as a town. So you cannot come na Anna. Oh no, I don't think okay, that man because from Alatia. Now you ask yourself, why is it that about 80 to 90% of people that spoke in that demonstration, why is it that Nahasi from Ntu? Why is it that Nahasi from Ntu? Is it not justifying what I saw in that document? Because that document only few families who serve as the petitioners in that particular case. And I know the judgment which I'm going to read out, so that you hear the judgment, you hear everything, and they also be with that judgment. He will judge zero. I don't need to be a lawyer for me to properly analyze a document. After Ngo Charlie now, say, let me leave this, let me not create more tension again. That was why I kept that documents. I didn't want to talk about it. But rather, I may take on from it, take out, I may take out 1 or 2 from it. When I even said in my video, now the few aggrieved people feel now the right thing they could have done is to organize themselves and use appropriate channels. That no one how use all the appropriate channels when share out to Zion ministry. I know that evangelist could be magnanimous enough that he will even give them more than what they are expecting from him. I said it. I was saying all that because I have seen the legal document, and only few families, not even kindred. Because when you talk about kindred, you are talking about families that makes up like Ebiana. Now my own kindred now. Our kindred is more like Omunna. You want to go? I don't know Omunna Zereme. You want to go? I don't know Omunna Zereme. Omunna Zereme consists of about Dike, Ezi Mmado, Ozokwe, Nwonye, Ogozuma, and the Gonokwa. Kelukwa family also. About 7 families we make up Umunna Ezereme, which is the kindred, Ezereme kindred. You want to go? But even though not even 5 kindred, we face no problem. How many kindreds in Nantu autonomous community? I am telling you the truth. So how can 5 families or kindred, even if you put it, be making so much noise that you will think that the whole entire people of Ngor Okpala will have a problem with Zion ministry? How how can enwere ike be na Nnewi kịta kwuo ife kwuchi ife iwu ahụ na ndị Nnewi niile ya nọ in unity but o nwere nọmba ya wee nweta representation from different authorities. It is enough. Abịa na meeting ọ bụrụ mmadụ niile nọ na meeting ya ekwe yes ewe mee something. Ọha mmadụ niile nọ na meeting ya ekwe yes ewe mee something. Emewezie emecha ya isizie na onye ọbụla ekwughị obi iwu awụ na every single person ya ekwuriri yes. Iwu awụ na every single decision emekiri na Nnewi ka ya support before akarịa ya on. Or iwu ka nna ajụ. I'm asking you. You want to go? So I decided to put that paper aside to avoid creating more tension and making it look like I'm personalizing it to someone. That was what I did. I decided to put enmity aside. Rather, I picked things from that document. Now run on my program. That this is just few families. This is just few families. Look at this guy saying Udibia. Now, you might have succeeded in telling people that this guy, Abulo, your immediate brother. But the guy is from your own kindred. And the only see for your own kindred is your brother. Onye posokwe one name manwe. Onye bezi madu. One name manwe. Ofu obala. Ofu wanne kaiwo. The same family kaiwo. The same family kaiwo. So it went ahead it goes ahead to prove exactly everything I have said. All these people that are doing this demonstration, organizing themselves, have been from just few families from two autonomous community. You can hardly see Onyama Alapatana Zion Jukomenka, Zion Jukomenka. You can hardly see Onya Alatia, Potana say, I heard that was it in Benda Alatia, Ezenda Alatia, Dukobia program Ngor Okpala. Dukobia program Ngor Okpala. Program women as Zion ground. All the case in Alatia Kogono. So you can hardly see somebody from Eziama autonomous community. Or Potasego and Zion Jukwese and Zion Jukwalese. You know that go? Or few families from two autonomous community. Now, Ekugo Nyambo, Kiwe Wana na Mum even Nebu. Like I don't Eziokwu as if that I don't want to talk about it. No, no proof. You did not prove anything, brother. I will get that document and I will analyze it accordingly. Even the judgment to be out there. All na that judgment will talo. Maybe that judgment on your na behalf of your community. Kerife June take possession of your land. Kerife June he take possession of that land. Kerife pata that land did you wake up naka government? It's a question. Kerife patalo no take your possession of that land immediately. Since na government no Kerife patalo no take your possession of that land. I understand the problem well among yourselves. Somebody called me from Ngor Okpala and I understood the problem well. The problem well among yourself would that now some of the people constitute the committee. Some of the people constitute the committee. Hana government sit down. Where is this? Ever. It is an in-house program. We don't need the result out in-house. Transaction has been done successfully. You gotta go. All been going see from Unimono. You gotta go. No, don't come Ngwama, but through mobile. Potassium Kahabulu, where it is an in-house something where I say okay okay titi hope that onye ya bia represent on ikekwo onye ahụ họpụtara ndị ya bịa represent ha. Let me use Ngor Okpala ka ha bido use Oketiti. Ịghọtago? Eje mee mago enwere ike mee mago je weta ụfọdụ ndị enwe okwuda na ebe ahụ tinye ha make up numbers then short change ụfọdụ ndị nwere ana ebe ahụ gọọmenti use compensation fully to ndị Ngor Okpala a compensate ye unu manipulate the numbers from side unu nke ahụ family problem unu nwelu unu eje sort ya out. Transaction has been done and concluded successfully and the compensation duly paid. Duly paid. So, in the documents I did not see the 5 communities, autonomous communities in Eba. I did not see them represented in that particular document. What I saw was families, and they were just few families. They were just few families. Let us even assume that no, they will. Now those few families, they will. Now that Ibana. Part of Ananda Alati Adarebaho. Or the included in Eba Evangelist Eziokwu na Aluife currently. Eba Howuntu. Ana majora Eba Evangelist Eziokwu na Aluife currently. Eba Howuntu. Anabando Ogugo. How many of these plots ka for Naka government? Akanye bi in the Zion enyebi. Now, all na na map ntu esi wenye in the Zion ana. I am one a portion of this land balona ntu. One a portion of Nkende Zion bala alatia ba eziama ba amala. Because now when no one will suppose to be the kusiokwu ike on the ziama and the ndamala. All one will suppose to be the kusiokwu ike na project here. Zion nalo on the ziama and the ndamala on the alatia. So on the keriva na akpa on the two. I stand to be corrected anyway. Because when we get and I'm na febe eziama and amala no when we get am side ebe ntu siwe gaba mana when we get mama side and has weba, but I stand to be corrected. About the whole of this land KMJ Nyende Zion government Nyebi Zion and Nyebi from the land they have. Now when you say let us assume that now these few families in jail court now have the government court will say government sesiaro haka na that land and that families or baloneba Evangelist Eziokwu na Aluife. Can somebody say nya? Or some of these things were just an achoku. Just an achoku. Achoku can najo. And families are because I repeat, what I saw was families being represented. I did not see the 5 autonomous communities in Eba being represented in that document. So I assume that more few agreed families with a J court. Yes. You know what I go? Okay, 1,000 hectares of land is still available for any potential and willing investor. Now, that 1,000 hectares for Kelebo Kovalo, this particular one in the Zion, or Kovalo, ebe few families are who agree to well. Hey, well, now that particular place, government in Aluife, and I'm a judge, I'm questioning Najo, the genuine. Let us stop deceiving people, honestly. Let us stop deceiving people. Honestly, why is it that no Muslim them too wounded at the Kuana? How many people have you seen from Eziama? How many people have you seen from Amala? How many people have you seen from Alatia? Can you the other one? Then we do where Eziama, where Amala, One Latia, can I the other one? Somebody shut down the other one. I know the chief got the other one. I know the chief got the other one. Somebody shut down the other one. How many people have you seen from those communities talking about this land? It's a question. You see that most problem they have among the committee has set it up from their own side. And if government fulfill their own part of the bargain, you need to hold your people accountable. All of your people deceive alone. All of your people mislead alone. Hold those people accountable. You gotta go? Okay, ana ogo. Oge ana ogo. Ikemba we bute ego. Wee bi ihe one man ma ya akwa afa na nnewu ya ka ojo obodo oyiwo wee je bute ngwa ọgụ. The man wee buru ihe wee kwafelu. Ikemba si ho no obodo ego bi ndị Nnewi or no obodo ego bi ndị Umudi. Ọ kpọrọ family ahụ in particular. Kwa afa that man in particular. Ka onye ọ na man of that man ka ebi ile ga owere ga jewala. Ọha awụ etu esi wee nwee na Niger Delta Development Commission. A reshare agreement to government yes release ego enwekwana kita South East Development Commission. A set up the committee. Always na federal government release ego to committee in charge of South East Development Commission or South Development Commission. Or when among that committee a case mismanagement or misappropriation of that fund, are you going to hold government accountable, or you are going to hold the members of that committee accountable? I'm asking you a question. So let us get what is happening straight. It is few families that is being aggrieved, and most of the problems hang from what I have gathered. See, from the committee set up from their place to engage government, and every single thing had draft through for government to meet up now this particular transaction. Government may 100%. A lot of people got theirs. Na university. They got theirs. The land. No one do 10 years in government is the owner of land. The government will find one. Government will find one. All government will CFO new ki develop one. Zion. After 10 years, Zion allow anything about. Government can revoke the CFO. After all government they issue CFO. So government will have one. But Fachi will allow for any development purpose. They have to fulfill a certain obligation according to agreement with the host communities. Before a year, in what today, he have a government reserved area, not going for over 30 years. He have a government reserved area. About a government map, now ya so and so to neighbor. EJ na land, we go see na map. Mana 30 years later, we go be found neighbor. Can you better na community see where I just want to now back? Can you follow the Kudefa? Or if I na Kudefu? Okay, can you suppose my own program? Let us assume. Okay, can I assume here? Now those families, Jolukot, where the world government or how much the whole land, family land they have upon whatever ballot. 1, 2. All the family land they have whatever ballot. Or ballot this place is Zion na wall. Or ballot this place is Zion na wall. The other 1,000 hectares Kanonaka government can the other 1,000 hectares Banaka government. So why are you crying more than the belief? All of your family land there back Zion na wall. They are go say part of it one and on. Eh? They are go say part of it one on. Now the only thing we wanna na asalina Governor Eziokwu will problem within the Zion. Even when evangelist will become any problem with you, you have a disagreement with Ako Zion, who is a Zionite. He is not the even my spiritual director of Zion ministry. Obulo Akuzayon Zion. Akuzayon is a Zionite, just like every other Zionite. You have a problem with him. Instead of you to sort out your issue with him, you took the whole thing to Zion ministry. Expect from evangelist then if no, why are you people so bent on Zion morning, Zion afternoon, Zion night? You had problem with Akuzayon, who is the CEO of Zoro Bitters, not Zion ministry. Now, before this program, Mr. Governor, on knowledge about this land, before this program, on prior knowledge about this land, was it after you had this program? Can you realize now this particular land, no court, were you not privy to this arrangement the moment they declare a position? Zion, because Gwando land is also the moment you talk about Gwando land, Ngor Okpala the history of that land. Now, when you heard in Zion Nabia and maybe Anabia una Gwando land, were you not privy to this information? Why did it later come up? You have even made several videos around that particular area and in that ground. Why did it later come up later? You see, this issue of and this act of always trying to use our platform to push our personal agenda should come to an end. It should come to an end. You are doing it because you believe you have the platform, and all your platform, something like this. There is nothing happening there. It is just a group of people constituting nuisance. Let me put it that way. Causing trouble that nobody is even noticing. Causing trouble that nobody is even noticing. It is just a group of people, fraction of people. Fraction of people. So I want to make it clear that I intentionally overlooked that because Ashorozimi build more tension centered around you. I want us to look at it as if we are talking to the people of Ngor Okpala. Because Ngor Okpala, every program that was what I don't want. I wanted the tension to pipe low. I wanted the tension to pipe low. You knew when Zion came down to Ngor Okpala, you were happy. In fact, you are even the person who said, happy. You said it, the video, not there. And when eventually the location of this particular project was revealed, you were still very much there. You made so many videos supporting this, welcoming these people to Ngor Okpala, very happy about the development that is coming. What happened along the way? I don't want to believe that the way I am seeing you and the way you are carrying yourself, that now you know information of what is happening in Ngor Okpala at your disposal, because you cannot tell me no God, it's a lie. It's a lie. With the way you carry yourself, one can say that you have a lot of information about what is happening in Ngor Okpala. So I want to know, at what point did you later find out that Zion Merefa or the government failed, or that this land is also that particular land in Okunoka since? At what point? You want to go? At what point did you realize that not this particular land that who the same land is Zion down? At what point? If you know with Zion, in fact, the commissioner of land mentioned the whole families and by name receive Lego there. Has it been any one of them that has come out to say, I did not receive money from government? I want to know. That video is still there on my page. He mentioned the name and the family of every single person receive compensation on that particular land with date, how the money was released, checks neither reason. Who received that check? Who got that money? Has there been any one person from those names mentioned, or those families and names are all on a history from Ngor Okpala? Hesi from Oro, Hesi from Nnewi. They were all families from Ngor Okpala. I have met one and many of them who accepted that they got their own money and they don't have any problem with what is happening there. Yes. Yes. I have discussed with one or two persons. Somebody are Ukwona from Obodo Iwo. Many people from Ngor Okpala are from outside Nigeria. Yes. Bamuna Ezugo. We received this money. Look at, I was in the university. I was this. Look at what I was doing. I was in Lagos when this thing happened. So why are you people making it to look like the whole people of Ngor Okpala? Do you know more than your kings, more than your Igwes? Oh no one, just so man, now cause trouble. Go no jewelu you to generate intimidate Igwe Merigona and assassin Igwe Merifa. A Kanunde Ezenashun will information about this land that they all came together na Zion ground. Where call for na we say ebuko bigabaniru na support here. Do you know more than them? What happened? At what point did Ndezaho realized that na ifa de ku wo? Let us say na no de ku Igbenga so no. We saw them. They all gathered in a Zion ground. Mbano going there. Mbe abele ba. Ano na toilet. Bo one sand. Katapila clear ba ebe niile. I want to wana canopy. Ayeju emife. They all came to that ground. No na that ground. We swore for na ama. We say when they say go big abano ya duriya na. They all granted personal interviews concerning that land. At what point they can say, oh, na you can shake and dabia, kaina hasa to law, kaina hasa to shabo. Because already the gonana. On a hand, when you only if a block on a number. And a major attitude. And a major attitude now, let us be honest. For those people who and desire on land grabbers, actually, I will tap our birthday if I just say Kobe. We analyze here this. Let's get it straight. If I name a Newi, Ama, some people from Newi they claim now an investor down there Sujana know you from the Newi. Kolo say that investor Rowana na she may flag off. Igwe Nnewi na ndị obi ito ndị ọzọ nọ na Nnewi wee zukọ wee nọrọ na ana wee sụwa ọfọ wee kpere onye na-alụ ọrụ na ana ekpere keri ife ọzọ. What it means is that Nnewi has spoken. I'm not saying that when Nnewi speaks in that manner, now you will few people will do against that process, but don't say that you are representing the entire people of Nnewi. You are speaking your own mind. You are speaking your own mind. So, all and days of these 5 autonomous community, Zukorona Zion ground, whatever they said Kobe Karigo. At what point did they realize that never they said Kobe emit you up, or that he neglected them, or that he did not carry them along, or that he did not compensate people? At what point did they even realize that now the whole transaction evangelization could be made with government now actually no force? At what point? On our way later and illegal. You only came to your Ndeze because no one will host communities. When you will go and your government compensation was paid. People received their money. Okay, me post to that video. Commissioner of Land Demelu. I was hoping that one person among the Fanina Apollo wouldn't go to Alaboro Wunde Wela na there. One day, Anakalele 3,000 or 20,000 hectares of land, for instance, or 5,000 hectares of land. And how many families and how many people receive compensation there? The number can go now. The whole of that numbers are already represented. Quarter of it are already represented. Now those numbers made that demonstration. So who are those people who made that demonstration? All who know that the whole entire people of Ngor Okpala put that demonstration. I are shot down, Gaga. Mother Kanko. So from the Okada, Nanderona, now go to get a guamiva. Ya Ochi. More was a habujonia, Bola, New Zion. One mother looking for a bar. If it do so bad that may bosom mother. Yet you did not see emotion. Even a passerby can say, okay, let me identify with this protest. But still, it followed too many people there. I just listen then on answer. I thought he said we don't on you. She said we don't on you. All because no one don't on you. So my brother, let us stop this joke. It is a joke that is being taken too far. Huh? And you cannot continue to undermine or disregard the humble nature of Evangelist Kobe. Because all there goes where do a man. But I think he's still respecting the fact that no, these are my host communities. Sometimes eti shida kana wear oya that ego. Sometimes eti shida kana wear oya that ego. Let us stop all this joke. Stop dragging the people of Ngor Okpala into this mess. Talk about your personal grievances. Talk about your personal grievances. You can't continue to be calling the land grabbers. Are you the only person who have land there? Eh? Crusade, are you telling me that more than how many thousands of Ngor Okpala are there? Is that what you are telling me? Eh? I have encountered so many people from Ngor Okpala, and I haven't even seen anybody talking about Ife, except maybe one or two people on the phone. So, what is it exactly? Now, there's a galon on Ngor Okpala. Actually, I'm a government who will go. I'm a government when I'm new. Eba, I'm a teaching hospital, no coffee. Open the mother one. Nandaziki University Teaching Hospital alona kamiri. How many years the government would get back? A day on a mano reserved area. There back I lose permanent site teaching hospital. Over how many years before eventually a web be day rolo naye mwe ndori fite na ndị Nnewi nyere government ana mwa a plot of land there back anyway 1.5 million or 1 million. Today, a plot of land in no coffee and a rate at something 40 million. If you have a zeta, it was a government. No, now you know, now can you go 10 years? No, now even now reverse on a logic with government. Government government will have a Kenya wire right around to keep off government property. Trespass and remember. All because now for never they say go be there. And all these things are now incite people. You know, governor, you know that you are inciting your people. You are inciting your people. There is no smoke anywhere apart from the one who they create from nowhere. There is no smoke anywhere. Enough is enough for people. It is more than enough. I gave you people a timely advice. I told you, only few. Mobilize yourself. Go through the right channel. Meet Evangelist Kobe. Talk to him. Only for your email on. Mail for your email on. But it's all okay. Jemu hope. Jemu government of Imo State. It is your government. Jemu government of Imo State. They have held that land since the time of Achiku Denwa. Achiku Denwa, Chisharito, he had to ask him, Bigota. Here do hakin chichari to Russia so called Charicota. Share 8 years. Russia chichari to emeki hedi ha Bogota. No ifo no ritual. Onwe hope of the Master, hope of the Bogota. How many years? Over 20 years. Over 20 years. Or close to 20 years rather. You people could not lay claim on that land. Not until government will a portion of that land. Government from nowhere. So those families, Jelukot, can now say, let us assume that Nafa will. Mwejo say, Anafa, Obaleba Ebukana Alife, Ebe Ebukana Alife, Onyawu constitute the entire Bando land. I'm asking. So let us assume or the whole Bando land Kewoje ye Evangelist Ebukobi. Why no na make demonstration against government Kaji over 1,000 hectares there? I don't know. Now that one aside, when government in Yelu Nicholas Okachukwu that particular bar, some plot of land there bar. How many of you demonstrated? Is it because he did not develop that place for 10 years? Government of Bogota revoke CFO Hanyerie, Chelsea Group. Yeah? When they gave it to Chelsea Group, how many of you demonstrated? I'm asking, when they gave it to Chelsea, how many of you demonstrated? We are fast becoming nuisance. The mother in I Organiru Puta, you will personal interest not shocking hinder progress. And not shocking hinder progress. Yeah? Which court documents? The one I will come and analyze. I will come and analyze it. Let me prove to people that when you talk about Epotana Newi, family Okonkwo, family Okeke, family Johnson, family Mora, as soon as these 4 or 5 families, now they speak on behalf of the whole entire Newi. You are speaking for yourself. You are aggrieved. Talk about the area where you are affected. Stop involving the entire people of Ngor Okpala. That land will more than how many families in that land? Where are all of them? The whole people who are there put up in the protest. Even Ngor Okpala have to shut down. I'm asking you. The whole people who are there put in stage protest. Even that Eba have to shut down. But I put in a protest. If you don't do 50, or if you don't want 50, or if you don't want 100, yeah, more than 100, or how represent the whole people from Mbishi, Mbishi, yeah. Kaiman kono kai see me so. Okay, Odoguma na and the Kano. Let me block you here. Susu out of this place. I also so. I'm off here. Atoro. The about the nonsense also. Other block go. You want to go? So, one of you fool neku. Onye kwuo ye odoka ase na onye a na-ekwu ọnụ. Onye kwuo ye odoka ase na onye a na-ekwu ọnụ. Ndị mmadụ abịakwana a lot of ndị Ngor Okpala yuzuru befa for fit ye na ndị mmadụ ego. Ọ na ha like ho ife na-eme wee na-benefit from the process. So ọ bụrụ na ha accommodate the whole people bịalụ there, enwere ndị sịrị enwere ndị side talk ha nụrụ, because ọnwụ na-enwelu na the community a accept ife a na-eme. Ndị niile na-ahụrụbe ndị mmadụ, ndị niile ahụ nọrụ na Ngor Okpala ụfọdụ nọwara ebe 2 weeks, ha ya anụrụ n'ikepu ebe a na-akpa nkata ahụ a na-ata na murumuru, ha ya anụrịrị akụkọ. Ogburu onye nọrọ akụkọ, people were happy. Who are those people na-apụta eme that demonstration? Onye biritekwa ka okwu ọsị na osi from ntu, onye pụtakwa ka ọsị na osi from ntu, onye pụtakwa from ọsị na osi from ntu, ọsọ ntu nwere ana ebe a kere area na ebe ana ndị ntu autonomous community si wee bata dị olulu ebe a Ebuka Obi na-eme something ka ndị ọrụ ajụjụ. The remaining 1,000 plus hectares to 2,000 hectares gọọmenti ka keep na-achọkwa onwe another person bịara kele ndị nwe nke ahụ, kele ebe ọ kọvara a na-achọ okwu na ụka, na-achọ okomoko, na-achọ okomoko ka m na-agwa ya. Who are the direct families ọgwa na ha direct na this particular place Evangelist Ebuka Obi na-alụ ọrụ? Who are the people? From my own side, I can tell you no more of ndị amaala and ndị eziama. I can tell you no more of ndị amaala and ndị eziama. Yes, that's what I can tell you. Ọ na-afịa ebe niile ka ndị Zion bịa graba na ndị mmadụ ha na-ekwu or because you need issues with them. You know the issues within the Zion, if I may ask, if I may say per se, you know the issue within the Zion. You are just taking your personal problem in with Zion. Your personal problem in with Zion. Ne ebujeri etu ndị Zion niile. Kone Evangelist Ebuka Obi enwe problem. Kone ya akọhọ ọnụ, onwe ife go na emelu. It was Zion. Ka go na enwere okwu. Zion is the CEO of Zoro Bitters. Oblo Zoro Bitters bịara Ngor Okpala. Oblo Zoro Bitters bịara Ngor Okpala. What is all this dust? Can you find out so pusila na? You were happy at some point. What changed you? You were happy. At what point can you realize is here? Na ekwukwolu. No, and that's at what point? Ndị zulu niile not at first. Not about so for at what point ka ha realize na nda develop okwu na no nwe boku ife ha meru na stop one if you guys should stop that. You want to go? You guys should stop that. You want to go? You guys should stop that. Yeah, I will come and analyze it. Can them man wefo? Kono mani fe man follow. Nji wejo na mayu. Yes, I saw that and they say few families cannot represent the entire people of Ngor Okpala because okay, commissioner of for land was Salafa. He called more than how many names? Afọ Okpolo Kanko. Nde na jego and they go ne hanaje. N'ime ndị niile ha akpọrọ ofu onye pụta kwuo na m enwere kwa ana ebe a akpọ m oke na m nwere ana ebe a na m amaghị ego asị na enyere m ego ofu onye pụta kwuo ye. Now if all those people akpọrọ were the people nwere ana there and they all collected money, how they nwere ana there? They all collected money. Now look at another thing melu. Look at another thing melu. I found out that no nwere ike ọnwụrụ na bịa n'ife tụka na family Okonkwo o wee nwụrụ na enwelu mmadụ 10 ya do represented na family Okonkwo o wee nwụrụ na mmadụ 10 ahụ na 2 ekwetaghọ na that arrangement. Now that 2 I represented the interest of the other 8 people who kwetara ekweta. The answer is no. Count it into how many families in Ngor are there. The answer is no. Ewote ga always in-house problem n'ime ha o nwere ike tụọ eni ajụ na ha ya were ego or one person from their family ewere ego family fa. I'm telling you, few people ọ bụrụ na ife awụ ife ndị Ngor Okpala these 5 communities a na-ekwu their kings, PG and everybody will be represented in that particular petition or in that particular court if I'm full. But I believe I'm full. Mostly, the remaining part of this land is still in the possession of the government, which is over 1,000 hectares. So why are you overlooking the what government gave to Evangelist Ebukobi is smaller compared to what government still have? Why are you looking away from the government take away? Una kaneche mgbe ha woje nya nwande ọzọ unejekwa no salam dahog unu na anusa na demonstration against Evangelist Ebukobi una na emekwa demonstration against government because government can with some part of this land that they kwokwe ko na nekwa na ha nke haji ha worukwa enyo onye ọzọ una amaputakwa. I don't understand this arrangement. If they so okwu 50 million nchi nwolu 20 n'ije ụwa ije mudu ije ụwa na-adị ije ụwa mana ka nji 30. Why are you not talking about 30 inch? Why are you always fighting ije ụwa maka 20 inch in igoro 30 inch ka ị na-echekwa mgbe m nwejekwa tile n'ime 30 ya bịa chugodum no mụnwa onye na-ekegodu jinegodu mụnwa nwe isi mmiri na-eke eke na-apụtagodu m nke fọlụ iwe chọwazie ndị ekenye n'ala ekenye ọkarịa etu a okenye sịrị na ọ maghị egwu ana waghọ ka ọdụ isa gọvanọ Eziokwu ife bịarụ bụ ụnụ na ọnwụrụ na-echọrọ Ngor Okpala ndụ olileanya ndị Igbo ị na-contest for election o you keep complaining na government presence anọrọ bụ iwe fo development do ka ife Zion na-eweta the good ife melu bụ ụnụ just some few days ago. Also, are you agreeing that the ones given to Zion also belong to the community? Look at even Christian Melem, even Melo Ufodunimono lack the ability to understand, and because you lack the ability to understand, you don't go there that make the program from beginning to end. Okay, I want was even the weber to care but because they lack an ability to comprehend with even Neku. If you need Menkuleba, they comment to you. Can you comment to you how well to do with even Neku? Tell me. You want to go? Oh no, sometimes in them one now say, don't reply to them. I can see this in how they say I reply that to you people. Because look at Ife Joe. You want to go? I'll voice some more there. Somebody in the room, yes. I'll voice some more there. I'll voice some more there. I'm not going to kuku. Somebody in the room, yes. More can they bet as go? Somebody in the room, yes. Like I went to kuku. Somebody in the room, yes. Somebody in the room, yes. Una kana nusu kuife ndeku if I say yes. You want to go? So let us be honest. Now, I want to make it clear. No, na another bar to 100%. Into autonomous community, and was 5% of the land they will ever. And the anonymity from Azu Edo. Onye ka njiwe so. Isi ni nka wala na eba. Owe na na ka ba lele na nke government teach. Keri fi na bi emelu camouflage with nke Zion na alụ ọlụ na wa na nke Zion na alụ ọlụ na abata hodo na na nke ụlọ. The whole family is in jail court. Though represented na that document in you, none of them will ana ever Zion na alụ ọlụ. Prove otherwise. Una mala uma ingwe okwu with ako. Ako usi yo Zeobitas. Ana Zeobitas na Aba, Lagos. Yeah? Iburi amabata na Zion. Yeah? Omolo onye ama agbara ngosego na majority of our na Zion ji. Balo na Eziokwu and the Amala. Jede me map ya. Almost a little percentage everybody somewhere. So why na ndị Amala ada enye mkpọtụ, ndị Eziokwu ada enye mkpọtụ, onwe ndị ọba na nge no ndị nke ana nke ọnụ wole gọọmenti ka jiye jenukwe gọọmenti mgba na alụnụ ya n'ụlọ under the ignorant of what is happening. Under the ignorance of what is happening. Wunde ya wana ekwe anako. Government duly paid you people compensation. Yes. So all government called dolo in any investor or any establishment actually in that place according to demand, and the government will have to look at why that. If Imo State here benefiting from this, how will it benefit and develop the community? After considering everything, where obligation under a meeting to their host communities, that's clear. After fulfilling everything, will you see of all? Yeah. Enapota government issue go see of owner, and a government will now certificate of occupancy. Yemado ke kanapota. If or media noise come maybe just to distract people, because I see it as a media noise. Everything about the transaction was very clear, and the one na one during the time of Ashiku Denwa, Owana during the time of Kelafaya, Ihedo Hakim, during the time of Rosha Sokorosha, during the time of Emeki Hedioha, the Quateno Onwa, Kona Chi Tipia. Onaka Nata Buhe, Onono Kamwe Hope, Noyen Ngor Uruzie. Governor, which is a change if any. So when you know we will governor ta, we just say which get up at teaching hospital. And a majority. We just say which get up at teaching hospital. But one man can you do before we will governor. Always say governor, you will call now back. I hello now. I hello now. And I didn't do 4 to 5%. Of another Gwanda, and those Nazo, I'm a maybe to do. You know, I'm a maybe to Siwe Baba. General government in Kono. No feel. So if you know Namo Gochala, oh, because Afromo needy coming out to come and analyze what is there. We'll be really talking to you directly. I decided to put it aside. You want to go? I decided to put it aside. But for the sake of clarity, I'm going to revisit it. You want to go? Yes, I'm going for it now. So I can revisit it online here. and then wonderful if the content. You know what I go? And then what if the content of this particular thing and a bude baneti yeah? Never say never if I were how many thousand hectares of land he would do for the Zion. And then the government they carry the larger part of this land. Why are you people not talking to government? Now we say let us assume that even those few families, because I can tell you that Canadian and two autonomous community, all few families with a problem. Even all few families are petition of government. Those few families, let us assume that the government wish no blood the case. Let us assume that the government and or the Eba Zion na lolo. Anafa or Baloneba Zion na lolo. Ajujuko kadijuro. A harmless question. Governor Eziokwu should be the person educating and sensitizing your people on the benefit of Zion Ngor Okpala, telling them and educating them various ways they can make good use of that opportunity. Etu a isi we na-akụziri ndị mmadụ etu ihe esi wee mee business gas and ife niile. Use that opportunity also to educate your people on how they can take advantage of this golden opportunity. You can do that. Yes, you can do that. Fighting that development does not make you Kiwulo Dogu. It does not make you Kiwulo Dogu. Ebezine ka odo ka aso na ndị Ngor Okpala enwe odore mmadụ atọ. Unu nwechara mmadụ, nwe mmadụ na government. Unu nwechara mmadụ, nwe mmadụ na government. Mana de kpuchi eziokwu anya. Every single thing though, written down na black and white. Uzorezo. All those names in the Akpola Afafa. Ego. Those families are they not from Ngor Okpala? 1, 2. Or nothing where I'm there. 3. Or when any of them put a quote in your ego. 4. Or when any of them if you go to partake you go any demonstration. 5. Have you ever heard any of them talking on social media about that land? The answer is no. It is only you and few people. Onye mara aso nya so ni ipe mana onye amara aso ya so na ana onye wuri ile ye go eze yono. There is no need hunting what you cannot buy. There are some things you know that even if you finally hunt down that you cannot buy it. Even when you see it in animo fe naturally anwa na ifo di anu na ya agbawu ni anwa kini fi natural anwa. If you mean Ngor Okpala transaction successful. Only shock enye ife. Ije no ka wan mado. Ije ka wan mado. Ije ka wan mo. Ije ka wan mado. There is plenty. If I say because be na enye bu enye na mbo. So ije ka wan mado. Out of his own magnanimity, he can give you something. Mani yeti eni you. You ought to go. Yeti eni you. Mark Philip had more feet than you. Try ya. Had 100 times more feet than you. Ani kuku. Unagarifa ni kune kuoso. Ndentike. Ekuchakwa ipu echi niile ikwu eriwekwa. Ekuchakwa ipu echi niile ikwu eriwekwa because na ka nne ekwuye attention go to another place. Inechi ife agbasa holo. Inechi ife agbasa holo. Add more fit and more healthy than you. You cannot even talk the same way Eziokwu. You cannot talk continuously for 20 minutes without hitting, without going under the. But I don't realize broadcast for more than 1 hour, for more than 2 hours, and you think you are more fit than me. You think you are more fit than me. Etuando. You think you are more fit than me. Can you talk for even 10 minutes? Can you talk continuously for 10 minutes? You cannot do that. But no, when you even the kuku another thing. Only another thing. Actually, no, or some don't work a broken record. Because then when they even the often pay attention. What are the facts? Even if you don't believe in what I'm saying, get the fact that will form the basis of your argument. You cannot get it. Ine kumaka anadu no tolo osego where is Ogechi. Ine kumaka ife me na newushi osego where is Evangelist Bukobi. You want to go? How do you put a broken record? Yeah? How do you put a record? Anyway, my people, the fact speaks for itself. Zion no on a just cause na na fan on Ngor Okpala. If you think that Zion will ever lose that land in Ngor Okpala, you are joking. You are joking. Okay, Megas is happy. Let me help him. He needs to go and rest. Let us help him to go and rest. Go and rest, but don't rest in peace. You want to go? Go and rest, but don't rest in peace. So, no Meche. Now Zion will ever lose that land. You are joking. You are joking. The fact is there. Our demonstration or protest. If people all na Zion na jende Ngor Okpala ha ana n'ike. If people ndị mmadụ na Ngor Okpala. If people ndị mmadụ no na Ngor Okpala. Okay, and if more than 500 to 1,000 people potari demo. If I walk one ka dey ku. E ba before walk one. Ona walk one na community. Ana all people from 5 communities wey ka ye ku demonstration ye. If nde lugo mmadụ 100 ana bu ego, another go ego. Ma before one. Iye dey afunde si Owerri bata. Iye afunde si Port Harcourt bata. Iye afunde si Aba bata. For that same protest are called a meeting. Or the same people every time it go protest. Or the same people na pota, same people na pota, same people na pota. Can you been those on you? Yeah, if people in their numbers more than 500 to 1,000 people are now march. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this broadcast here. It's just that so many people had draw my attention to this. I thought I should come out and clarify exactly what has happened. You gotta go. Going there before, only few families from Ntu, which na their land, and then to that, 5% of the total land out of the total land. They know there. He rule 5%, and the Emmanuel position they been to do now. Emmanuel side they be. It is still very far from every Evangelist Bukobi. It is still very far from every Evangelist Bukobi. So why are they demonstrating? What is their problem? If they felt that they should go to government, which now the governor of Imo State now, who is in charge, is Governor Wapo. Let them go to him and demand for their land, because now Ebe and Afada, they cannot in possession of the government and not Zion. Kunu whoever be fan eku, makande radio without battery. Okari Etua. Ezugo is signing out. Happy birthday, Evangelist Bukobi. Happy birthday, Engineer CC Obi. Chineke ye debo nondo. Ono ga nondo. Engineer CC Obi. has a name next of kin. Will next of kin now? No see support your brother. Will see gidigba? Hanebe. You other go. Hanebe. Enjoy your life. Be happy. No longer hanebe. Egwu ahe na agba gbawakwu nkoko so shinie ma ọkpara enu na agba ya ka iwe na-enweta ha ọfụma n'egide ya na apịa ha ihe ka ọ na-abụ ọfụma ịghọtago onye ju ogwugwu ọṅụrị udo ndị na-ekweghị emecha kweta. You people will be very much alive to see all your critics turned into your camp. That is my prayer. Ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike ma ya nwụchugbo maka na ebe a na-eje ka egwudu. The second phase of the job you bido na Ngor Okpala, people are still making millions. Ndị chọchọchọ nọ na-ekwu. Ndị chọchọchọ na-ekwu. Look at what is happening. Another set of ọrụ na-achị bido n'auditorium. Anyị alụcha ụdọ ọrụ a na-alụcha ebe ahụ alụcha. People ga-erigide ego there. Ndị ọrụ ya nọkido na that site. Efure na-ekwu okwu ana. Na-ekwu okwu ana. General agwa gọọmenti nke fọrọ ha n'akafa before he will enye another person. The fact that you people are not even talking about the government change. How many thousand hectares are government catch? Anakakanko. Jegodo nata government nga. Unawekwa eziokwu nke nyere Ebuka Obi. I still remember your favorite Eziokwu. Come on.